Judge Metz, when the primaries are over and the final vote is taken in November, what do you envision for Precinct 4 going forward?
Well, some of the things that since I've been just of the peace, I envision it's a great place to grow, live, and work here in Precinct 4. I would like to see that continue. People are coming here in large numbers. They're moving to Montgomery County and to Precinct 4. We need to be ready for that growth. And I'm looking forward to facilitate that and do anything that I can do as commissioner to make that better. I've worked hard at providing a brighter future for our children and a better way of life here for all the citizens of Precinct 4, and I'd like to continue to do that as commissioner.
Okay, now, when you get in office, what will you be addressing first? Infrastructure, roads, drainage, or do you have something else that you would like to focus on first?
Definitely with roads and drainage immediately. We're behind schedule, as you can see, simply by riding down the road, look at the conditions, but also our major projects along 105 and the others that are long behind. We need to get those up to speed immediately. Drainage and ditches, those are things that should happen with any commissioner's office on a day-to-day basis, whether it's mowing the ditches or cleaning them out. Usually in the summertime and the spring that you mow those and keep them clean, but it keeps pests down such as mosquitoes and others, and it keeps drainage and it keeps the water off your roads. Water is a major destroyer of roads. You can keep the water off the road surface and in the ditches and moving along. Those are things that I will work on immediately.
Mm-hmm. What other plans do you have for the county as a whole?
Well, as I stated earlier, the people are coming here because my family found out a long time ago that it's a great place to live and grow. There are some needs that we have that we'll be addressing before too long as the population increases, and that's a medical examiner's office. That's a huge expense and something that we need to look at closely as we move forward. Mobility is critical. We must have mobility and support law enforcement. I've been a long time supporter of law enforcement and private as well as public life, and working shoulder to shoulder with them on a day-to-day basis, and I'll continue to do that as I'm elected as commissioner.
Now, how long has your family been in Montgomery County?
My family, I'm told, came to Montgomery County in 1841 before Texas was a state. They recognized back then that it was a great place to live and grow and work, and they stayed here, and they tried to improve it, do their part to make it a better place to live, as I've done all my life here. My dad and others before me, and my children are here now, attend public schools here in the area, and we like here in Montgomery County. We like it in Precinct 4, and we're about trying to do our part to make it better.
Do you feel the needs in Precinct 4 have been ignored since the retirement of Ed Reinhardt as commissioner?
Well, I don't know if it's because they're being ignored or not, but they're certainly lacking. As we mentioned, many complaints about the ditches not being mowed, not being cleaned, potholes in different areas in the county. Our roadways are deteriorating. We had the spring rains last year that deteriorated the road some, and then you had Harvey this year. Those are things that you must try to plan to some extent for. I have extensive history of hurricanes and natural disasters and recovery efforts from those. And I will put all that expertise and my business background over the past 30 years into play to do the best thing and put the best foot forward for Montgomery County.
Is there anything you would like to say particularly to the residents of East Montgomery County?
Well, simply this. I'm extremely honored to be a public servant. I understand what that means. And I've worked hard to try, as justice of the peace, to put programs in place. When I came on board, school attendance was 90%. We brought it up to 96 and 97% with a target mark at 95. Simply providing a brighter future for our children. It was very important to me. It still remains so. With all the things I've mentioned, law enforcement, infrastructure, and mobility, I worked hard to make that happen. I honored my word as justice of the peace. I would do that as commissioner if the people choose to let me do that.
Thank you very much, sir.